Hi, and welcome to $2 Creature Feature. We have a great bonus episode for you today. We're playing Shroom Goons. It's as it's described, a spore core fantasy for weird people. It was made by a very good friend and my um, tabletop RPG creating mentor, R.E. Davis, also known as the Chaos Grenade. We're joined by a very special guest. So before we go any further, I'll let my cast and our guests introduce themselves. Take it away, Laura.
Hello, I am Laura, she, her, and today I am playing Floressa, also she, her, who I'm sure we will describe in more detail later, but she is what is known as a long net stinkhorn mushroom, also known as Phallus induciatus.
Excellent. Thank you. Yes. Good job, Laura. We're doing Latin names. I love it. I'm so proud.
Hello, I'm Joe. I use she, they pronouns, and I'm tripping as I have to be on this very special podcast of involving shrooms. That joke did not go over very well. Anyway, I am Micah.
It's fine to work victims.
Because I just realized that's a friend's name. Anyway, yeah.
Okay. Hello. I'm Nye, he, him, and I shall be playing Professor Portabellum. I'm not doing an accent. I just thought I wanted to say that in a fancy sounding way. And if you're curious, portabellums are those mushrooms you buy at the shops. Agricus bisporus. I can't speak Latin, even though I was supposed to learn it.
Hi, I'm Megan. I guess I'm the guest. Surprise! I use she, her, and I'll be playing Chanterelle, who is a chanterelle. And she's a very fancy mushroom. As you can tell by my frilly cap and yellow sweatshirt because it's cold. So that's it. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh yeah, thank you for coming.
Yeah, it's excellent.
Yeah.
No.
Now, if Murder She Wrote taught me anything, the special guest star is always the one who done it. So,
or they die by the end of the episode.
Yes, but that's
Yeah.
that's not gonna happen. It'll be all good.
I'm so innocent.
Is it not? Are we not? I thought we agreed
Chanterelle
that.
sus.
Oh,
Wait,
sorry,
no.
never mind.
Still with the Among Us references.
Yes, it's still going. People still
no,
play.
I don't know. I love it.
Exactly.
Fungus Among Us.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's the name of the episode.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
That's it.
Isn't that an actual thing?
Nothing
Fungus
funny
Among
can
Us?
happen the rest of the entire time. We have to.
Pretty sure it's like a British children's book, Fungus Among Us. I don't know. Don't hold me to that.
Well, between Nye and I, we're just a couple of fun guys. So.
I'm a fun guy.
All right, now that we got that one out of the way,
Yay.
I'm Mr.
touched.
Ray, he, him, and I will be playing all of the other non-player characters. I'll be setting up the world. In most games, it's called the GM or the keeper. So yeah, I'd like to get a couple thank yous out of the way. I'd like to thank Q Times for hosting us, and I would really like to thank R.E. Davis for making this wonderful game. If you watch this podcast and you really like it, I highly recommend going and checking it out, picking it up. And if you like that, I also made an expansion for the game that involves toys. So if you want to check that out too, you can. We'll probably put comments down below. All right. So let's go ahead and get this started. Shroomfolk hail from the enchanted wetlands of the fluorescent Neverglades. Surreal, brightly colored swamps and marshlands that, by the light of the never moon, looks like the world you see in a blacklight poster. The shrooms tend to build settlements on raised glades and in the mossy trees overlooking their spawning patches. Shroomfolk are a relatively pastoral lot, building small farms of cultivated compost and herding bugs, tame rodents, and other fungus-based animals, such as shroom steeds. Of course, the Neverglades have many inhabitants: froglorps, banthers, crocodiles, and the dreaded smorks. Smorks are a species of small, bluish pig-faced imps. They are chaotic, often clumsy, and always dreadful despite their jolly demeanors. They sing cheerful murder songs while raiding the shroom villages. You can always spot their leader by the blood red caps they adorn. And that's not a reference to anything whatsoever.
I
It's
believe
con-
they.
Oh, what?
Sorry.
What
No,
were you gonna say?
I was going to say, I believe they have a song. I think it's ba la ba la 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 ba la 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 la. But I don't want to. I'm not super up to date on the Smorks. Yeah.
It's ba 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 bash their heads in.
Oh wow. Oh my
It's
goodness.
they're murder
Wow.
songs.
Oh wow. My opinion of the Smorks has just gone continuously downhill from just
Well, I mean, they're basically sea shanties, but for murder, is my understanding of things. And
Oh God. Oh no.
if sea shanties are in,
Oh.
if sea shanties are in, then murder songs have to be in as well.
All
Oh
right.
no.
Can that be the next?
So-
I hope that's the next thing on
No!
TikTok is murder ballads.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I've got a little more intro to read here.
Sorry.
Okay, okay, sorry.
Sorry, we're such
No, we've already derailed. We got to just start over.
Just,
No,
it's considered suicide even by the most veteran goon to attempt any kind of infiltration or attack on Smork villages. Instead, Shroom elders often task the goons with seeking out allies or secrets from the art of battle uh, from the neighboring kingdoms. One popular defense is for Shroom Goons do quest in search of gaining a great beast's trust to befriend them and earn their protection. Others seek out relics, artifacts, and strange knickknacks from the other lands to arm and defend against the smorks and other predators. Sometimes these items come to them following the big rain season. It's not uncommon for discarded or lost treasures from suburbia to flow downriver and into the Neverglades. Suburbia is one of those neighboring kingdoms believed to belong to the massive empire of giants that some call the city. The giant strips of landscape
there-
and sorry, what?
No, I'm gonna let you finish. I'm not gonna.
we're like
Go
students
ahead.
going.
Oh yeah, I know.
Did you bring enough to share with the class? No, I didn't.
The giants strip the landscape and build massive houses, bringing invasive species of plants and grasses, as well as foreign beasts. They have massive machines powered by booming engines, most for transport, but some are destructive devices of whirling blades and claws that carve into the ground. Journeys into suburbia are frightening, as the giants seem annoyed by the presence of shroom folk. There's a college of wizards who often send their apprentices out to collect and study them. Other, more disheveled, colorfully dressed ones seek them out for consumption. There's also plenty of allies within these lands. The beasts the giants have domesticated can be either friend or foe, depending on their disposition. Raccoons, foxes, mice, coyotes, and sometimes even the giant children have been helpful to the shrooms in their search for the acquisition of goods and resources for their villages. It's believed other strange lands may be connected to the Neverglades, but most shroom folk are indifferent to the notion. Shroom Goons, however, can't stop just being curious enough to find out for themselves. So, let's go ahead and get started. Your village is based off of a mossy overgrown tree. There is a muddy, nutrient-rich patch that's often used for the spawning grounds. So if it's at the start of the night, what would which would be the start of the day for us day folk, what would your Shroom Goon be doing? Starting off with Professor Portobello.
Yes, I'm glad you decided to begin with me first. Yes, I'm conducting important research into the strange suburbia that has been spoken of. Yes, yes. I am also working with my assistant, and that would be I was about to say really silly, like small Professor Portobello. Fuck it, I'll go with that. Yes, mini Professor Portobellum. Isn't that right? Yeah, that's right. Yes. And for those wondering, I do actually have an ability that gives me a smaller clone version of me. So yeah, we're gonna go with mini Professor Portobello. Yes, we are studying the important things. That's what we'll be doing. That's what. Yep. God, that's
So
great.
what what are you studying? Like, what would you say? Are you like
Well,
studying items that you have?
yeah. Well, yeah. Like, I mean, I think that Portobello has probably like made the breakthrough. Like, he worked out, that feathers, if you fall from a high enough point, you just go splat, regardless of how many feathers you have. But that's fine. He also has like a sacred chest, and it says on it match ox, the match ox, which is this like magical. You push it open, it slides. It's very impressive technology. Clearly, Suburbia has great professors like me designing such important things. I also wait. What did I give myself? What's the third thing? I had a stupid thing I gave myself. Oh wait, no, I have healing potions. Yeah, but that's just for
Yeah,
that's healing dew is like that's boring. There's tons of that lying around.
just to clarify for viewers, for the shroom folk, their healing potions are called morning dew.
Yeah.
And shrooms can go out like during the mornings and pick it off of the grasslands that are near their trees.
Yeah, that I get mini Professor Portobello to do that. Yeah.
As you should.
Yeah, of course. Well, like it's we're very close. Obviously, I mean the little guy can basically just read my mind practically. It's almost as if we're the same person.
I love how in our last
Did
episode
you know?
you were the intern, and now you have an intern, so you're just moving up in the world.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Mika?
Micah, but
Micah.
I was going to say specifically with regards to role-playing games and not playing an intern. It's true. You got to play what you're not. That's the only way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I am actually a mushroom in real life, so I mean, this was quite an easy role for me to get into. Yeah.
Okay. What is Micah doing?
I would probably just be chilling out. Watching TV, that sort of thing. The TV is the vine that just kind of swings.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you got to see that feed.
It's hypnotic. If you look at it when you're in the right mood, there's very special patterns that show up. And I wouldn't be doing a whole lot, just kind of like I said, vegging out. Yeah.
Okay. What is Chanterelle doing?
Well, I think Chanterelle is probably just coming back. She likes to go up to some of the houses in suburbia, and they
Mhm.
have these like really lovely gardens that are a little different than the wild ones. And she's been harvesting thorns from roses because they're really good at
Okay.
like pointiness.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she's also she a couple days ago, it was kind of in the same house in the garbage. There's actually a lot of these like little paper umbrellas she found and like empty bottles that smells very strong. But the parasol, she found this lovely yellow one that matches her lovely cap and her yellow fanciness. So she's been kind of twirling that, collecting thorns, and kind of heading back. She thinks it's a pretty good haul for an early evening.
Very chic. All
Très
right.
chic.
Yes. What about Floressa?
Floressa is in her nook of the tree,
Mhm.
doing some crafts, kind of ornamenting her little nook with carefully sculpted little moss balls, and polishing up her little spots so that they crackle with electric potential in a very alluring way, and doing also some minor repairs on her parasol, which might be smaller than Chanterelle's parasol, but does have the advantage of being bright pink. And she occasionally updates the decorations on it by painting new little forest scenes with dyes she's harvested from flower petals.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a cap roll.
All of us?
Just Floressa.
Oh, okay. Ooh, okay. That is I only rolled one die. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's 2d6.
Yes. My brain knows that, but I was just being that is an 11.
Okay, that's awesome. So while you're getting these moss balls like put up and designed and set up just right, you can see from I think there's like a little window in your nook that like lets you like get a great view. And you can see Chanterelle coming in, but you can also see coming up behind her. There are a couple of they look like frogs that are standing up on their hind legs, and they have on them like kind of candy wrappers and mud and leaves that are all like stuck on like little armor. And they carry like we would know them as like spears, but they're toothpicks. Or I said that backwards. We would know them as toothpicks, but at this size, they look like
Yes,
spears.
yes,
Hey,
yes.
you guys don't use spears to clean your teeth? Oh, I may have
Just-
committed a faux pas.
Yeah. That's why Spartans have such clean teeth.
Exactly, yeah.
What few they have left.
Yeah.
This is dental hygiene.
But yeah, so what's Floressa gonna do?
Would I, having lived in this village, probably my close
Yeah,
to
your
my
whole
whole
life.
life. Yeah. Do I know these to be definite enemies or just strangers or common visitors?
Let's see
Wait,
here.
How are they holding the spears? Are they pointing them at Chanterelle or are they holding them up? Because if they're holding up, that's probably just friendly. But I think the poking them at people is not very friendly
I
behavior.
would say you're used to having skirmishes with the frog lords
No, dear.
at the river, because that's where they tend to congregate. That's what they like to control. Is they like to take advantage of the control of the waterways.
Okay. All right. And are they within are both the Froglorps and Chanterelle within shouting distance of me?
I would say definitely within shouting distance.
Okay. Then I am going to go over to my little window and throw it open and yell cheerily, guests! Chanterelle, there are guests behind you!
Hello, Flurry. This is very rather rude to yell. I'm almost there. I'm
Oh,
sorry. I only found the
behi-
one parasol. I know I was looking for a pink one, but I kind of avoid them naturally. I know you like them, and that's fine. That's fine. She's still like slowly walking, but I know you're trying your best. It's fine.
Behind you, Chanterelle! Guests!
You're very hard to understand, but she
okay.
will turn around.
So
I worry
behind you,
about her.
you see there are 3 frog lords behind you, and they're like 2 of them are kind of thinner, and then there's and they have the spears, and then there's the one in the center who like bloats up, and he is like now like twice the size of what he was.
Yeah.
And we like, well, hello there, mon petit.
She she's going to just try to turn on the charm. I'm just gonna try. Hello, my froggy sir. Don't usually see you around here. Can I help you leave faster?
Lee, we just got here. Where's your sense of mannerisms?
If we're talking manners, you would have been invited.
They're
Well,
talking mannerisms. That's a completely different thing.
there, he like kind of like deflates a little bit, and he's like, and he looks at the others. He's like, "Were we not invited?" No, no. Well, that's just rude. How could you not invite us? We've been natives how long now? At least for 40 summers, and you've never had us over. That's just rude.
I would only say this. There tends to be some aggression by the water, and perhaps, it doesn't feel becoming to invite aggressive folks to our own home.
Well, I mean, wouldn't you be aggressive if somebody just walked right into your? I think we're just talking right in a circle here, because I'm doing the exact faux pas I was going to use as an example. But look, it's very important that I talk with your elder.
I see. I'm going to require a promise that you are not going to use those spears in a unbecoming manner towards any of my fellow shroom folk.
Well, I can only promise that we won't start it.
I see. One other question before. Is there a choice here, or are you going to come in no matter what?
We're going to come in no matter what.
Oh, okay. So let's just make this look good then. Okay. And she'll actually put out a little crook of an arm to take his arm.
Oh yeah, and he'll take her arm too.
Yeah. And say, okay, so let's just do this neighborly like.
Yeah.
And I assume she knows where the leaders are.
Yeah, the leaders tend to stay, very low to the ground at the base of the tree. And I'm imagining this tree is kind of hollowed out in spaces, and that's where the different shroom folk live. So you take it to the elder, and they're just like, "Oh,
Yes.
Yes, this is highly irregular. I know it's highly irregular. It's very irregular circumstances. Do you have a moment to discuss things with me?" I suppose I can. Thank you, Chanterelle. That'll be all for now.
Oh,
Did he say
I can
anything
leave?
to-
Yes.
Oh,
Did he say
I
anything?
mean, it's a shame. I'm sorry. I'd love to spend more time. And she'll just quickly turn around and twirl her pants, go as
Nice.
fast as her little mushroom legs, while still maintaining a certain, she's fancy, but she's moving fast.
Right,
Yeah.
now let's just let Ray talk to himself for the next 5 minutes. Oh, so you're getting we are here. Oh, yeah.
If you're not able to have a conversation with yourself, you really shouldn't be, playing a game.
No, I love the fact that was this moment of okay, here's the elder. Okay, now I've got to be the elder and the guy the elder was talking to. Oh, damn.
It was me realizing I went into this wanting to get you guys involved into it, and then I'm like, oh wait, if I'm gonna have this conversation, I have to have it with myself. So we're just gonna cut.
No, it's all right. I loved it. It was good. I liked it. I shouldn't have run.
I do have a way back into the scene if that would be helpful.
Ray, you're a professional voice actor. Why don't you just try and expand your skills a little bit?
Yeah. What were you thinking, Floressa, if you wanted in?
Well, I was thinking as Chanterelle and this frog lorps were passing by my house on the way to the elder, I might, having heard the conversation about the spears, just come out behind them, and as they're walking, put a little decorative moss ball over the tip of each spear. just like a little protective flower blunting thing, so that when they get to the elder, they are more decorative and less dangerous.
Are you
Make
trying
peace,
to be
not
sneaky
war.
about that?
No. No, I think I'm coming up to the. I think I'm sort of coming up and going, "Oh, it's such a beautiful stems you have brought us. Here, have welcome present." And then, bloop.
Oh yes, this is traditional.
Uh,
Like a
Yes,
sign of respect. Yes,
Yes.
do this
Yes, it
all
will.
the time.
It
it's
will please
very.
the elders.
It really just it defeats the whole purpose of a spear.
No. It beautified this spear.
It's blunt now. No. I like this. It worked better. It worked better. Now it's a club.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
I
that's.
thought.
Thank you for upgrading our weapons. That was very nice of you.
You're very, very welcome. Anytime.
Now it does piercing and bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, it's got the versatile quality. That's a Pathfinder joke.
It's
I
also
think D&D has that as well.
Yeah.
Most
D&D also
games
has
have
that.
versatility.
And yeah, I know.
it's just a joke.
No, I
It's,
know.
it's
I
a
know.
joke. It's a tabletop joke.
we go.
Ah,
There we go.
reference.
So Professor Portabella,
Yes.
you would probably hear and Micah would probably hear it too, that there is clamoring going on about how these frog lords just walked through the middle of your village, and they're speaking with the elders.
What do you think about this mini portobellum? I don't know. Maybe we should go see Micah. Yes, that's a good idea. Do you want to carry the match ox? Yes, I will. We shall endeavor to go find Micah. Mika.
Okay.
Is it
It's Micah, yeah.
Micah? Micah and Ika's.
Micah, like a myconoid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
okay.
I got that. I was doing Micah Nikes, but that's a sweetie we don't have here.
They're delicious. They're my favorite candy. Anyway, speaking of candy, Micah is just, she's gotten up, kind of walked over to her storage area where she keeps all of her stuff, and she's pulled out her morning brew, not morning dew, which is a healing potion, but morning brew, which is it's the coffee equivalent for mushrooms, which makes perfect sense. And she's just kind of waiting to see what the day brings her. She's sitting out on her front area, just kind of drinking a drink. When she sees Professor Portabella come over, and she's like, "Hey, how's it going? How can I help you and Mr. What is his name again? The tiny one?
It's mini Professor Portabella. I don't know why you keep confusing this. We have very different names. This individual has Mini in front of his name, and I do not. Isn't that right, Mini Portabella? Yeah, it is. We're really different. Oh, sorry. Turned into Mickey Mouse there.
Yeah.
Oh, that the voice it's a very similar to this rodent that I met once. It's strange. Anyway, hello, Mr.
Moiki.
Mr. Mini Portabella and Mr. Professor Portabella. It's very nice to see you on this fine day. How can I help you?
Yes, I believe that some individuals of the frog-like nature have entered the settlement, and while they may have come in peace, I think it would be very interesting to have a conversation with them. And naturally, your scintillating capacity for conversation would be a very useful need for myself and Mini Professor Portabello. Mr. Portabello was our father. We didn't go to mushroom school just to be called Mr. Now we are called Professor Portabello.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Professor Portabello. I'll be sure to call you Professor Mr. Portabello from now on.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes.
I can definitely help you with the frogs, the toads. I can definitely help
Oh
you.
yeah, the elder will likely have it in hand. It's just perhaps if conversation does come up, your aid would be very much greatly desired. So yes.
Okay. And then lead the way. And then I'll follow behind you.
Okay. Yes, we shall head off to where the elder is. Perhaps we shall find our compatriots along the way. I've just turned into Nemo, but fuck it. I have like one voice.
Speaking of Nye and Nemo, be sure to check out our podcast, $2 Creature Feature. You can find that at bit.ly/creaturecast on all podcasting platforms. It's a very good show. You should check it out. Anyway,
No bias whatsoever.
no, not
Yeah, no. The people on that show are way better than us. Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Like they speak a lot more slowly than we do. It's
They
very-
do? And that just used to be.
Well,
Okay.
Mike, sorry. Go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Portabella and Micah are headed to meet up with Chanterelle and Floressa. Yes.
Well, I mean, if they're by, like, I presume they're in
Yeah.
a fair vicinity. I kind of just, I don't know. We're mushrooms. We'll just run into each other.
It's
fine.
it's a small town.
Yeah, like I imagine like the frogs being there has aroused some kind of like, oh, who's talking to the elder and stuff. So I imagine we'll just kind of show up in that
Yeah.
throng.
Okay. Yeah, so conversations between the Frog Lord and the Elder tend to last. It's going to seem like a while, but it's really like in our time it'd be about 30 minutes. And you hear what sounds like yelling, and then you hear laughter, and then intense yelling, and then more laughter, and finally the doors open, and oh, the main frog lord who's in the middle is puffed up again, and he's just and the elders and the elder sees the four of you and is like, oh, good, you're all here. My friend here was just telling me about a peace negotiation that would enable us to share the river and some of our compost, but there needs to be a symbol of our union.
What do you mean union? Is there supposed to be like a marriage or something? What do you mean by union?
Oh, wedding? Is there to be a wedding between the frog lords and the Shroom folk?
The elder is instantly regretting having us forecast. Oh, this is that for. Oh god.
I haven't even gotten a dress yet, but I suppose. I mean,
There's
I'm
no
the
way.
clear choice.
I will do
There's-
the decorations.
So there's the bloated frog lord is like, "Rrr," and he.
What do you think about them, Mr.
No,
Frog?
no.
Are you interested in marrying somebody?
No, my name's Jabin. No, our people, we don't really cross well,
Okay, Mr. Jim
we
Frog.
lay eggs. I don't really know what you do, but I don't think you lay eggs too.
Spores. We shoot the spores into the air, and then they take the root and they go on the ground. And
I
then they
think
grow
I'm
up and then they-
offended. I
mean,
feel like
I-
this is
yeah,
something
I-
that should offend me.
Yes,
some of us can we can meld very well with living creatures like parasites and frogs and ants sometimes. It's very fun. Yeah, we do that. You may not like that. So
I'm learning so much now. No. The problem is, you are as aware of the smokes as we are, yeah.
Yes, we are. We are all aware of them. Yes, they are not the most charming of individuals.
Well, the smokes have upset the delicate balance of the Everglades. They have kidnapped a crocodile egg, and
Oh,
it's
right,
a
okay.
it's a very tricky situation. But we frog lords, we're not really fighters. We're fishers, We just wait for anything that comes by on the river, and we make the best of it. But you Shroom Goons are the best at getting in and getting out, and you know how to fight. Yeah, you know a little rougher tumble. Yeah.
Yes.
Wait.
Yes. We're very good fighters.
Wait, I'm confused. Why do you care if a crocodile egg is stolen?
maybe they're marrying the crocodile. Maybe the
Oh.
crocodile is the
I
grandkid.
suppose I can't compete with a crocodile.
What if they have taken the crocodile egg because when it hatched, it think the Smorks are its mommy and daddy, and it love them and it fight for them, and they ride on its back into battle and eat us all.
Oh yes, no,
Oh, no.
I get that part. I'm just genuinely confused why it's like, okay, this effect. Okay, just tell us. Sorry.
Listen here, Sonny. Have you ever seen?
I'm sorry.
Have you-
I interrupted you, Mr.
Have you
Frogler.
ever seen a crocodile?
Yes, I am quite familiar with their anatomy.
It has skin harder than a tree, harder than this here tree.
Right.
It lives in the river. It waits for its prey to come. Now it is rampaging because somebody saw its baby. We need to
Right.
set things right.
Okay.
That's why we care, because the crocodile comes after us, it come after you. It's bad for
Okay.
everybody. But the smokes, they don't care about that. They see egg, they think dinner. They think
Right.
they
Okay.
keep their own, crocodile for themselves. And that's not good for anybody.
What
They're
if we
rude, tacky little creatures.
what if
I do
we
not
what if
like
we
them.
find what if we sign a peace deal with the crocodiles and cut you out?
Excuse me. And she'll walk in front of the professor. He's an academic, and they are always thinking down hypotheticals that we absolutely will not do. Hypotheticals very different than reality.
No,
Yeah.
no. We definitely wouldn't do
No,
anything like. No, not at all. No. I
Yes.
winked very exaggeratedly.
Oh no. Okay, can I cover both?
Yeah.
Everything is fine. Hi. No, we absolutely understand and would absolutely not threaten a peace treaty with frogs with spears.
Yes,
That would
but-
be very foolish, yes?
Yes,
They
but
say yes.
peace
Indeed.
peace
I mean-
tree with frogs or peace tree with crocodiles. I know who I'm picking.
Hypothetical. Don't listen.
yes, it's
Use
hypothetical.
this for
Yes.
parasol to block.
Yes.
How did
There
it
we
say?
go, yeah.
Just
Yes. Oh, you do have a useful parasol. All right, okay. You're getting better at it. Just like rolling, like. Hey.
so okay. So the professor obviously lying because he never encountered a crocodile before. Crocodile, they don't have big brain like us. They don't think like us. They think the food I eat.
Okay.
Pardon?
No. I definitely wasn't insulting you. Go ahead, Mr. Frogler, Jim Frogler. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. What were you saying about crocodile
Jeb.
brains?
My name is Jeb. So yeah,
Oh, Jeb. Like
They don't
the
have
bush
big
down the
brain.
street. Yeah, Jeb.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
I named after a bush. Yeah. So
I do worry if my voice is intelligible, but anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
just quiet for a second. Just please clap.
I don't get the joke.
It's we'll tell you later now.
Okay.
So
American politics from like 2000.
Oh.
Big deal right now.
Oh, right. Gotcha. I was like, what kind of bush is called Jeb? I've never heard of that species. And I was like,
a very underwhelming one.
Oh, right. Oh, there we go.
All right. Anyways, yeah. So you get the egg. We can put it back. You can put it back. As long as the crocodile know the egg is back safe, everything fine. Everything fine with the crocodile. Everything fine with us. Everything fine with you. And then if everything can be fine that way, then we owe you. You owe us. We let you use the river. No problem. And I think we can all agree.
I'm sorry. In what way do we owe you? You would owe us. Like I feel like we're the ones doing most of the work here. I feel like we should get more than just a small portion of the river. I feel
What do
like
we want from the river? I'm really confused.
Trade and stuff like that. I'm assuming.
Well, yeah, we
I actually
definitely
know
be trading
what-
with you. That no problem.
I feel.
But we're
I don't know
doing
what sort
you
of
a
deals you worked out with the elders, but I feel like we should get a better shake of the stick, so to speak. He says, poking the spears.
The frog lord grabs the spear and it's like, we can shake a stick on you.
No. no, that not be necessary. We will, Micah. We will rescue the baby. Yes,
Yeah. I mean,
and then it'd be friends with us as well. We all friends. We all be friends. Yes.
Yeah, be friends. It's a very good idea. I'm imagining the elder has like a
what
big
do you think,
like
Mr.
Gandalf
Tom?
beard.
What do you think? Uh, I'm trying to make you go between voices very quickly. I'm sorry for
Oh,
being
what do I
so-
think? I think it's a very good idea. I think we should all work together. If you have
But Mr. Elder,
hesitations, I will stay here and talk with your elder and we'll work it out, okay? But
No. You don't need to stay here. No. You should go back home, and then we can take care of things. Yeah.
we want to stay here and make sure everything gets done all right.
How large? How many shroom folk are in our village? Approximately.
I would say there's a good 40.
Okay.
And that's small caps and big caps. What's another name for them? Sporlings, I guess.
Oh, I like that.
No, that doesn't roll off the tongue.
adorable.
I prefer small caps.
Small caps.
Sporlings is kind of cute too, I guess.
It's one. It'll grow on you.
Oh, I hope not. Oh, I very much hope not.
Chanterelle will smile a winning smile and be like, I'm sure we can help these nice gentlemen, and we will reap the benefits later, like not getting stabbed by frogmen.
Yeah, we definitely won't be stabbing nobody.
Yeah, what he said. Wink. Like she'll do like a charming, like almost like wink to them. These lovely gentlemen.
Yes. Now I can send my two compatriots here to guide you through the swamp if you would, or the Neverglade to the village if you would like.
Oh, escort by two tall, strong gentlemen? How could we say no?
You just say no. It's very.
Don't ruin this for me. And she'll come back. Hey.
Hey.
Yeah. I don't want to get lost. I get a little it's just tough for a small shroom in the big world.
It's a very big glade out here. I
Yeah.
got you, Shao. We find a
Yeah.
place.
They're gonna be on our side. Watch me work.
Well, if we are setting out like an expedition, I must have my match ox. Mini Professor, do you have the match ox? Yes, I do. I've been right here, sir. Oh, yes, you have. Sorry. Right. Well, we're ready to go. Everything's packed and loaded.
Yes,
Salif off.
I will want to bring my glider, so we can attack from the air if we need to. Micah, maybe you help me carry it. I get to nose, you get to tail, or the vice versa.
Why don't we make the intern the mini professor, Mr. Professor Chanterelle Mushroom Portobello guy carry it?
We could. He very short. I think maybe if he carried tail, the tail bump on the ground and fall off.
Okay. I can carry it. I suppose it's no big deal. I'll take it. Yeah.
It's very light. Just awkward.
Yeah. And then I help carry the glider.
Okay.
Chanterelle would go back to her place, and she found also in the garbage, and she doesn't understand why, because they're very pretty. They're these like little glass bulbs. They're like red and green, and they have like a little like part at the end where they obviously went into something. And she just grabs like how many she could hold, and she says, "That's something I could absolutely throw at somebody." So she takes a couple of those.
All right.
I will stick the feathers that I have to my back. I don't know when they might be useful, but who knows?
The professor
like wings.
Ah, yes. Is that right, Mini Professor? Yeah. It's less for me to carry. Oh, sorry, I can't help doing that every day. I gotta stop.
We're gonna get a copyright strike.
Yeah.
For my shit Mickey Mouse impression.
I mean,
Yeah,
No,
that's
no,
reasonable.
it's not Mickey. It's Manny Mouse.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, kids.
Oh, jeez.
Disney is a doozy with those copyright strikes. I will say so.
Anyway,
Anyways,
so we're all packed up and ready to go.
yes. Okay. So you head out into the Neverglade, and for the most part, it's pretty quiet. The Banthers, like normally it would be like if it was just one or two of you on your own, like Banthers would be a very big problem, which are you know, like they're about the big cat equivalent to you, which being shroom folk, you're between 4 to 6 inches tall, and so banthers would be around that size, but um, it's almost like they can see you and they see like how big and crowded you are, as you're going through the frog lorps or making a frog and it's enough noise to like keep them away. There's also that high pitched squeal that they do that I can't do. It's like you know what I mean.
Yes, the deterrent, yeah.
Yes, the
Self-defense
deterrent.
mechanism. Yeah.
Yeah, I just know it's annoying. So yeah, so they're doing that as they go through, and you get into the part of the Neverglade which you usually avoid because it is the Smork Village. And the Smork Village, like their houses, like almost seem to be made of um, dried out shroom folk. Their houses, like they have a sturdy like clay bottom, and then the top is made with the crown of of um, of shroom folk. And
This is terrifying. Sorry, I'm in character voice when I should just be talking normally. It's like a house made out of human skin. I am absolutely terrified right now. Anyway, continue.
it's trophies. It's how they build up their homes is by how many shroom folk they.
Yep. That low opinion has just somehow sunk lower of these schmerps or whatever they're called. Schmorps. I
Smorks.
don't know. Smorks. There we go. The quiet schmurderers.
And
I heard that one joke.
so you can see they have a very large Chanterelle would notice like this kind of bottle because she's seen it before on her trips to suburbia. It is turned upside down kind of in the middle of the village, and there is kind of a dark liquid inside of it, and there's like in the center of the village there's kind of like a mechanism that they can like hit, and it like they can fill up their little cups with it, and they're drinking and they're singing, ba 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 ba.
Does it look like a cheap bottle?
Yeah,
like
it
the
looks like it.
label.
Yeah, it's very like we would know it to be very cheap, but
Yeah,
it's
schmodka.
They're low class too, which is just I mean, yeah, they murder us and make houses, but also they just don't like each other enough to drink something they don't respect themselves, and that's the saddest thing.
Yeah. I mean, it does the job. That's their opinion,
It's a shame. It's a shame. I agree.
And she'd be sad if she didn't absolutely hate these tacky little bastards.
So the village itself, like I said, it's most of the homes are built up, like I said, they're clay, with like little mushroom tops, and like the ground, like all of the grass has been like pulled away, and so like it's a very dirty ground. There's kind of a bonfire in the middle of the town, and they sit around that. They're drinking, they're belching, they're farting, they're having a good time, they're laughing it all up. And you can see kind of set up on a pedestal, near the middle of town, there is this crocodile egg, and it looks a lot like a normal chicken egg except for it's scaly.
Is that about what size it is too? Like chicken egg size?
Yeah, I would say it's about the chicken egg size. So it'd definitely be for you all. It would be like clumsy for one person to hold it, but like 2 people could handle it easier.
Yes. We need a cunning plan to get in there and surpass, big words to mean get around the defenses. The professor is thinking so hard that he can't actually say words properly.
I'll just pretend you said fancy words, Professor. Don't worry.
Thank you. I think that's how I've gotten by as a professor. It's just people pretending I know what I'm doing.
Just
Anyway,
says insert fancy words here as he talks. We're like, yes, of course. It saves time.
You're dubbing me.
She has very good imagination. It's true.
Yeah. I think we need a distraction, perhaps.
Yes.
I'm very good at distracting people. I can keep their attention. I mean, like I may annoy them. I've heard that a lot before. But like people either like they pay attention to me or they just kind of like chase me. So I might be able to. Yeah.
I'm worried about the danger, Micah. Perhaps something thrown. I don't know if we should show ourselves yet.
I have a question. Are we at a higher elevation than the village, or is it about the same elevation?
I'd say you're about a higher like elevation. Like, it's definitely near like a riverbank, and
yes.
like they have like a retaining wall like built up to make sure like in case like whenever the rain season happens and it floods, it doesn't flood their village. And so like you would be on like this outlook like up like this, and then it like kind of dips down, and like down here is like where the village is, and up here like you guys can like kind of like peek over the side and look.
Are the frogs still with us?
So while you are talking it over,
God damn it. See ya. We're getting the fuck out of here. Fuck
Have
that.
fun at the party, kids.
So
Okay,
where you thought there was 2 frog lorps, there are 2 spears with some moss balls decorated on the very tips.
Oh my God, they turned into spears.
I have an idea.
I think that's not so bad for us, huh? Now we have spears. We don't have to worry about the bugs.
I have a plan. I shall provide the distraction, and the rest of you shall go in and get the crocodile egg. Right. I shall, and I open up my feathers.
Oh, okay. If I can offer just something, because I think 2 of us can get the egg and 2 of us can distract. I actually have something I can throw, and it'll kind of blow up away from us, but distracting them, not involving us. So maybe they don't see us as much.
I was going to take the elevation and fly above them like a beautiful bird.
Oh no. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't pay.
No, it's quite all right.
This is gonna be tough to admit. I know that you've been talking a lot about your experiment, and in all honesty, I kind of just like, phase out a little. I feel like I never heard you say successful on the flight.
No, they have always been in failures. But as Isaac Sporton once said, you have to throw yourself off a cliff several times for science to succeed.
I just feel like that's a really good plan B.
Well, yes, if bees were involved, then the plan would go off without a success.
We would definitely fly. Yes, no, I understand this.
If we are thinking about the flight as a distraction, I have still the glider.
Oh yes, you actually have something that functions
it functions very well.
How did we forget about this? It's this massive thing that takes 2 people to carry. I don't know why you're going on and on about feathers.
I feel like the first plan, it wasn't flight as a distraction, it was a fall as a distraction. But this is flight as a distraction.
But you have the things that explode, and we could attach that to Professor Mr. Portobello over here, and then when he falls, we go boom.
Oh,
and then that'd be a very good distraction.
You're right. I misunderstood. I apologize. I didn't understand. And she'll pull out that she has like light bulbs from like holiday light bulbs.
Right. Yes. So now
do you want to strap those to you?
Yes. I'm a bit confused now. Wait, I'm intentionally going to fall on them. I'm quite happy to drop them.
That's Mr. Portobello. What you're going to do is you're going to move high, and then you're going to jump, and then that will be the distraction. Just make sure that you hold on to these things. You don't have to worry about it. You'll be fine.
Okay, as ballast, yes. So I don't go too high. Yes.
Yeah. Ballast. That's
So
fine.
am I going to be using the glider, or am I using the feathers, or am I using a hybrid of the two? Can I stick the feathers on the glider to improve their glider capability? What's the
Oh.
GM? I might need a little bit of assistance here. It's a +1, isn't it? If I use an item, I get a +1 to whatever I'm doing.
Yes, for every item.
Oh, so I could. So theoretically, I could stack that, like, to get a +2.
Yes.
I mean,
yeah.
depending
Okay,
on how
now-
you want to use the explosives, it could be a +3.
Oh well, no, no, I'll be fair. I'll say it's just a +1 for the explosives because I'm just dropping them, and I don't, and the two things are not related. If that makes sense.
Oh,
Like,
you're not
'cause I
dropping
could just
yourself.
huck them.
Okay.
Yes,
understood.
now I am not. I am not
circling back to
flying
the professor
straight
is hitting
into
the ground, right?
Yeah,
Just bound and determined to crash. Like,
yeah. Well, I want to. I'm kind of hoping I do succeed because it'll be awesome. But
I'll
Okay.
never understand science. It sounds
No, it's fair,
horrifically
yeah,
dangerous, but
Yeah.
you
I don't know.
seem
There's
just
this
intent
guy
upon
who
it.
does science, and I don't know.
Don't.
Nia's got it.
Don't.
I have no
So-
idea.
I had to film with that in high school.
okay, so
It's
let
fine.
me get this plan straight. So you're gonna take the insect glider, and you're gonna
Yeah.
like fly over the edge.
Yeah.
And you're also gonna put feathers on it.
Yeah, to increase its.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
To
And
increase its.
then
Yeah.
and then you're gonna drop the holiday bombs. Are you gonna like be aiming for specific targets, or do you just want to get their attention?
Well, I'm not going to be aiming for the egg.
Well, no, I mean, are you gonna be aiming for the smorks?
Probably, I'd
Like, are
probably
you
aim
trying-
to do that.
I was gonna say, are you aiming to do damage, or are you aiming to get their attention?
Get their
I
attention
suggest-
is the primary. Oh, sorry.
I was saying I'm just adding the farthest away from the egg is the
Okay.
distraction. I
Yeah,
figure just
yeah,
to get
yeah,
them to all.
yeah. I'm trying to get them to leave, or at the very least, not look in the direction of you guys. So, yes, okay. And
So I would
what
say,
are you guys doing while I do that? I would like to know before I go. Just
Oh
so
no,
that-
I'm
Watching.
just hanging back and watching.
Watching.
I think it was.
Chanterelle, you have to actually go get the egg, though.
okay.
My scientific endeavor will be in
Well,
vain.
I didn't want to be distracting because you're going to be a magnificent sight. But I suppose we'll go in, and if you want, I have these little rose thorns, and I can kind of be the tough one. And then if you two will grab the egg.
Chanterelle, I've
I'm
always
better-
known you to
I'm
be the
better from a
toughest of
distance.
us.
I don't know what it is, but it like shoots these pointy things. It hurts people. I like that. So like
I
that.
can-
It's a,
God,
I can
this is
shoot-
like Assassin's Creed at this point. You're
This
all
is-
gonna sneak
which
in.
Assassin's Creed game is this? Because
look, y'all,
all of
this is my dream. I am running a heist.
basically it is. I mean, distraction, guards are yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure we'll probably run into one or two who are slow
Yes,
or
yes.
focused, and then we'll just do what we have to do to get this egg.
Yes, no, I have full faith in all of you. You have
I-
the combined wits, strength, and charisma to get the job done. That's why I
Yeah.
shall fly above, as I only have the brains, not the strength or charisma. So, okay,
Somehow
mini
I
prophet.
a lot of charisma. I don't know where that's coming from out in my character, but
Yes.
What?
Yes. Right,
So
mini
where's
Professor
Mini
Portobello.
Oh, sorry.
You will
Yeah,
be
I was gonna
coming-
ask. where he's
Yes,
gonna
you
go.
will come with me, won't you? Yeah, I'll come with you. Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And he
so-
gives me a +1.
Yeah. Since he's
if
like,
yeah.
yeah,
since
he
he's
gives
an
me-
Just strap him to your chest. You're +1 now. What?
Well,
No, I'm not gonna use him as armor.
no, I was thinking
The night is young.
I was thinking like, you would be hanging out to the glider, and he's the
Yes.
one who's dropping the bombs.
Oh, okay, yeah,
what if
yeah,
he
all
is
right.
the one that is the bomb?
Oh,
No, I
Hold on tight.
hug him. No.
I-
No,
I
This
would like to
feathers.
say,
You give him the feathers when you drop him. That way he can navigate. Like
he can fly
yeah.
alongside me.
No, when you drop him, he can use the feathers to kind of like glide along to the right area, thereby ensuring that there is a.
We're making this more complicated.
But-
This we'll
yeah,
just I'll
yeah,
get on
but
the
what if-
glider.
I want one of you to die. That's my thing. Anyway.
Whoa!
Oh, don't worry, we haven't gotten to combat rolls yet.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so to go ahead and get Professor Portobello to start, go
Yes.
ahead and give me a cap roll and
Excellent. Okay.
add two, one for the
Glider,
glider, one
and
for
one
the
for the feathers.
feathers. Yeah.
Okay then. And remind me again, they are pluses onto the 2d6, yes?
Yes.
Okay then. I rolled 10.
Okay. So you fly, or you glide, I should say. You're kind of picking up on some updrafts coming from the flow of the river. So yeah, you're doing good. You feel very confident in your steering ability in this.
Yes.
Um,
This is the
so
first time, Minnie, we've achieved flight.
Shroom speed, good
Yay!
professor and mini professor. We'll never see them again.
all right. So now I want you to roll.
I really did not like them. Thank goodness. Anyway, go ahead.
All right. So now I want you to
Whatever,
roll
it's fine, yeah.
spore, for dropping the bombs. So
Oh, that's the accuracy one, isn't it? Yeah.
yeah. So add one for
The mini
at
me.
the mini and then add one like for the bomb, and we'll just like do
Okay.
like all the bomb drops as one thing.
Okay. That's 9.
That's 9. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
9.
So
Don't hit the egg.
so there is one of the regular smorks, and he's just sitting there and he is munching on what looks like to be a leg of some uh small creature, like a mouse leg, like he's just uh and I just saw the chat, somebody said it's 9 NYE, and that's okay, that's I love
That's
it.
our
I love it.
Joe.
So yeah, so this
That's Joe, full of jokes.
uh
Not good ones, mind you, but I'm full.
No, I love it.
this smork is sitting there and he's munching on like a mouse leg, and there just drops a holiday bomb, just poof, and it like zaps out this red light as he gets hit, and everybody like stops and looks, and he's like, he's got this blue blood dripping from his head, and he's like, and everybody looks up and they see Professor Portobello just dropping bombs, and they're
Yes, take that, you ne'er-do-wells! Take that, you fiends! What
Shroom
shall you
folk!
do? Yes, it's a
Get the
shroom folk, a
shroom!
flying shroom folk!
like,
What
okay,
shall you do?
let's get him. And
Oh no!
so
Consequences. Oh no.
aha, oh no, consequences. And an updraft from the river like kind of scoops you and sends you further downriver, and
Ah!
a large portion of these smorks are following you, and they have like torches lit, and they're like, let's get him. Ah.
So while this is happening, I'm enjoying the show. Firstly,
Thank you.
Of
Hopefully
me
we'll get picked
shaking
up.
my tiny little
Basking
impetus
in the-
fist.
basking in the consequences of Professor Portobello's mistakes, but also I would be rushing in to obtain the egg.
Okay.
Yeah, once the coast seemed they seem pretty distracted. We're a little distracted, in all honesty. Wow.
Wow, I didn't expect that to work so well.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness! Professor Portobello.
So as you're going in, there are about 4 smirks left, and one of them is a red cap. And like they see everybody else off, and like the red cap is like particularly like hefty. And he's like, I am not getting up for more than, for anything less than 3 shroom folk. That's just. And the other ones are like laughing, and they're like, yeah. And so I need all of you to go ahead and make a spore roll. And we'll just use that for stealth.
9.
4.
Also 9. Or no, I'm sorry. 11.
Okay. So, Floressa, you're moving in. You're sticking to the shadows. You're, Chanterelle, I imagine you have like your parasol like in front of you and just poof, and you're like hiding behind that.
Yeah, just
Uh,
do.
It's like bright yellow thing.
I'm the
Yeah.
sun. Don't worry about it.
And Mika, as you're walking, you step like right on this
Can I control the fictional?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, how do you fail?
So as I start walking, I start humming a tune, and I go, sneaking through the camp, woo, yay! And then I walk right up to the red cap, and I go, hey, hi, how are you? I'm supposed to be sneaking into the camp to do a thing, but I forgot what I was supposed to do. Can you help me? I'm supposed to be. It's supposed to be over there in some way. I don't actually know what I'm supposed to do though. I'm sorry to disturb you.
And he looks at you, and he like narrows his eyes, and he's gonna try to stab you
Oh my
with a push
By
bend
the way-
dagger.
By the way, when I said over there, I was gesturing to the opposite direction of the egg so everybody else could continue doing their thing. Anyway,
Nice.
how do I do defense or whatever it is?
Oh, no.
So the way this works is you react to it. So
Okay.
you can if you want to attack, we'll just go off of like what kind of attack you're doing. If you want to like try to dodge, that's going to be a spore roll. If you're going to try to like talk your way out, that's a cap roll. Just
Okay.
whatever you want to do, and I can tell you like what the roll's going to be.
Okay. So this is a difficult decision. What can I do? My mouth got me into this mess. Hopefully it can get me out. Oh, please don't stab me. I'm just a poor little mushroom from a poor little family. Don't hurt me. I can guide you to treasure if you just follow me like this way. I know where and obviously I'm stumbling both in character and
Yeah. Go ahead and roll cap, and I'll say give a +1 for talking about treasure.
Okay, so it's a 6 and a 5 plus 2, which would be 13 plus 1, which would be 14. And then do I actually would I be able to use my armor in any way, or is that just kind of unnecessary at this point?
I'd say it's be like unnecessary since you're talking your way out. Like if
Okay.
you were like trying to block or attack or dodge, like you could use it. But
Okay, so that's a total of 14.
okay, wow. Uh, he hears you say this and he stops and he's like, treasure. I like
Yeah.
shiny.
It's right this way. Just gather up your buddies, and I'll guide you. Be sure to bring your pointy thing right there. You might need it to like jigger open the lock kind of thing. Like there's a, and then I just start traipsing off, hoping that they follow me.
So the red cap's gonna get up and he points to one of the other ones and he's like, "You're coming with me. You two stay here and watch the egg." And then he passes gas and he starts following you. Just that's for flavor. And then he starts walking off with Micah. So Chanterelle and Floressa.
So there's
It is our
2,
chance.
right?
Yeah,
Okay.
there are 2 left, and they're sitting there, and like they've watched like the whole thing going on with Micah, and they're like sitting there, and they both got like their hands like put together, and they're thumb wrestling.
Because we were sneaky, could we perhaps be behind them before we do something?
Yeah, I it's gonna be hard to be behind them because they're facing each other, but
Oh,
they're definitely more focused on their hands than what's going on around them.
okay.
I could while we are doing the distractions, I could, if you think is a good idea, shoot lightning over there, and then they look that way, and then we grab egg, or if we attack them, either one.
okay, we'll try the distraction first, and if that doesn't work, and then she'll like make a little stabbing motion with her rose thorn.
Indeed. Then the stabs. Yes.
Then the stab.
Yeah, so I guess in a direction that is yet another direction from where Professor Portobello went or Micah went.
You're running out of directions, but
Yeah.
go ahead and roll spore. Like I realize this is to distract him, but I think since it's more of like a precision to make sure that you don't hit anything like particular, like you're aiming with purpose. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
and you add 1 for your lightning because it's a weapon.
Oh, okay. 7, 9, 10.
Okay. So yeah, your lightning goes off, and like one of them like looks up and he's like, "Huh, I didn't know it was supposed to storm tonight." He's like, "Don't do that. You're gonna try to distract me. I know what's going on." And they're just, just yeah. Hey, you can't use your first finger. Yes, you can. It's totally in the rules. You can't. It's thumb wrestling.
Seeing that, Chanterelle will absolutely at this point try to take whichever one she's kind of like, closer to her. And she's going to take a rose thorn. Plus, she does have her trait is a spike cap, which is that she has these like little calcified spikes around. So she's going to try to go like head first with it and have a little extra damage.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally. Go ahead and roll trauma.
Fantastic. 0. Okay. And then add 1 for the dagger and 1 for the spike cap.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay. 10.
10. Awesome. So yeah, you come up behind him and he's like not even paying attention, and you just and you like stab and then you headbutt, and he's like, "Ow!" And the other one like looks up and he's like, "Oh!" And they grab they have cocktail swords. So, the ones like and they're like, "On guard."
And I'll open my cocktail parasol like a shield.
Good idea.
That's awesome.
Open and close it. Open and close it.
Spin it around. Just. All right. So we're going to change scenes over to Professor Portobello. So you're flying, but you're losing altitude fast.
No.
There is a clearing. It's kind of where the river bends, and there is a log like sitting at the edge of the river. It looks like it's like deadwood, and you're just like coming in fast, and you land, and you hear in the distance, "There he is! He just fell!"
God, gosh darn it. Okay, right. Mini Professor, we need to get out of here. We need to hide. Can't I find a hiding place?
So there is you could try to hide in the grass. I don't recommend it, but it's something you can try to do. There is a like I said, there's the what looks like driftwood, like against the shoreline, or is it a riverbed? I don't really know.
It's fine. Wait.
Or there is.
I go from one mode of transportation to the other. Quickly, Mini, let's make a boat.
Or there's also a tree there with
Yeah, but I feel, which is the river going towards the village or away from the village?
Away.
Oh no! Gosh darn it! Oh, I can't use that then.
Yeah,
it'll take me months to get back.
Well, I mean,
okay.
You would know, like it kind of it would like bring you closer to your home village.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's a weird design, but yeah.
All right. Okay. I'll go for that then. I would like to from the mini me to get the driftwood into the river and go.
Okay. Go ahead and roll trauma.
Yeah, I thought as much.
This is a feat of strength.
Can I get a +1 though? Because my mini friend is helping. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I do think
I
it's
got
kind
a
of funny
6
that
and a 4 with my +1 is 11. Yes! Boat time! Boat
Uh,
time, boat time.
So you go up to this log and you push at it, and it's starting to move, and then it stops.
Oh no.
And
No.
you see some of the wood like opens up, kind of like those old Corvettes, where they had the open up eyes. And there are two eyes there, and then its mouth opens up,
It's not a
and
piece of wood.
you hear like this, this and it opens its mouth, and you can see fire warming up in it,
Oh, fuck. Okay.
and you have awoken a crocodile.
Okay. Okay. I want to do. I come in peace. Take me to your leader.
They they are not sentient, so trying
Well,
to
you
to
could communicate that. I mean, they don't like, oh, like that. That's hi. I mean no harm. I mean, I was
so
just pushing you, which doesn't look good.
I was gonna say, how many animals do you know that if you push them and then say whoa, they don't try to attack you?
Depends on if they know you, but I imagine this crocodile does not know me, so that would.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not on. We're not
come on,
on friendly terms.
come on now, use your degree for something in a role playing game.
Ah, it's useless for another thing. Actually, on the contrary, I would like to start skedaddling, and I want to see if this thing will follow me in the direction of the smoke.
Roll spore, and I'd
Oh,
say
okay.
take a +2 because it's like already hungry after you.
With my my mini me's not really helping, I guess. So I would just
Nah.
That's all right. I'm showing this for posterity. Okay, that's an 11. See,
Okay, and
did
that's
not
with the
make this
plus.
up. That is with the +2. Yeah.
Okay.
So it was 6
So
and 3 +2 is yeah.
you turn to run, and it spits fire out of its mouth, and you
I'm probably
take
gonna get burnt. Yeah.
you take 3 points of like singeing damage,
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I can survive that though, thankfully.
but it is definitely following you.
Oh.
The delicious smell of grilled portobello
Yeah.
wafts
Yeah.
through the air.
Oh, what's that
Uh,
delicious smell?
you can-
Oh, it's me.
Oh,
Oh.
You
It
can hear the
smells
smorks, and they're
meaty.
like, "Man, there's something really good out here."
No, it's working in my favor. They want to come eat me, and then they'll be like, haha. Wait. Sorry, I was gonna say if they start running, can we all be running from?
We'll see in a second, because now we're gonna change scenes over to Micah.
No problem. Oh,
So
gosh.
you've got
Oh.
these two smorks following you.
I forgot that I actually have to get out of the situation that was getting me out of another situation. This is going to be a problem, I feel. Anyway, go ahead, set the scene, please.
Okay, so you're leaving town. What direction did you go? Because like
Let's say
there's back the way
towards
you all came, or towards the riverbed
wherever
or the river.
Portobello would have been flying off towards, more than
Oh,
likely. At
you're
least, well,
you're
no,
gonna
the opposite direction, rather.
Okay, so then you
I'm
would
gonna
be heading
go on.
upspring. So yeah, you'd like lead them out, like they have like this little like makeshift doorway that like helps them like walk like on the side of the river. And
Mhm.
so yeah, you can head up that way.
So yeah. The treasure. It's right over here. It's underneath the bridge. I saw it in the water. I mean, I can't swim. Like I get waterlogged and then I fall apart. It's a whole thing. But if you guys go down there, like maybe you can, I don't know, split it with me. Like I can stand guard, make sure that nobody sneaks up on us. Yeah, that should work. Yeah, just right down there, right down there.
So the red cap like looks like into the river, and then he looks at the other one, and he's like, "Well, you better swim." And he just chucks the other smork into the river,
Well, I
And
mean,
then
it is pretty heavy. You might need more than one person, like more than one person. Like I couldn't, like it looks
are
super
you?
heavy. Super stuck in
It sounds like you're volunteering.
Oh, me? No, no, no. I like I said, I can't carry anything. If you want me to go down there, like I'll just fall apart. I'll be completely useless. There's no point. Like I don't know. Like, I mean, that guy over there, like he looks like a big strong guy. I mean, obviously not as strong as you. Like, I mean,
Let,
look at you.
let me
You're
tell you what Guido says. I'm Guido. Guido
Oh,
says,
okay. It's nice to meet you, Guido. Like that guy.
uh,
I heard this guy over here. He was talking shit about some Guido. I was like, it doesn't matter. But like I heard him say that you don't look that
"Hey,
strong. And it's
zip
like,
it, Shroom.
no, no, I don't have a zipper. Like I don't know if I can. And then, sorry,
You can be a
I'll shut up.
volunteer or you can be a victim. What's it gonna be?" And he like has his dagger like pointed at you.
And then I pause and I scratch my head for a second. I say there might be a third option, and then I run away.
Yeah, he's gonna start chasing after you. Go ahead and make a spore roll.
Oh, fuck me. That's 2 1s. So that's
Ooh.
2 plus 1. So that's 3. So what are you gonna? How are you gonna kill me, Ray?
I was gonna say, how much health do you have starting out?
10.
10.
10.
And then I have
Okay.
armor. I don't know if that does anything though.
Yeah, actually, your armor will
Sure.
help you on this. So go ahead and add that in.
So that would be 4.
Okay. So you go to run off, and he grabs you, and he just stabs his push pin into you, and
No, don't do that.
you take 6 damage.
Well, I mean that's only fair. And then I start. Oh, but please don't do that again. That really hurt. I don't even know. Like I'm even in worse shape now. I don't even think that I would be able to help you out. Like you stabbed me. Like I mean,
And
I don't
so
even
it's
think I
at
have
this
the
time,
to
the
help.
other Smork pops his head out of the water. He's like, "Hey, boss, Gato, there ain't nothing down here."
Oh, he's lying to you. He's just trying to keep it to himself. Like that's what he was saying.
Go
Like I was
ahead
talking.
and
I overheard you. They was like Guido. He doesn't know anything. We're just gonna lie to him. If we do find any treasure, we're gonna keep it for ourselves.
go ahead
That's
and
why I was
roll
trying to
cap.
get you down there.
Try to talk your way out of this.
So that's 4 and a 1, 5 plus 2. That's 7.
It's 7.
And then I don't know if I have anything else that would actually help. I do have alluring scent, which aids rolls to socialize with animals. I don't know if they're technically considered animals. I would consider humans animals. So I mean by extent,
That's
schmorks.
it's a
So
stretch,
that would be
but yeah, okay. So
I am my character apparently. The way I
I'm gonna give you a stretch for the 8, and I'm gonna give you another +2.
okay.
Because it's at this time rocks start like flying like pebbles and such, and at Guido and by extension you and the one that's in the water. And if you look over the ridge, there are the 2 frog lorps, and they're like, "You can't be pushing our friend around out here. We own this spot."
Oh, we're
And
friends. Thank you so much, Frog Lord Jeb. I saw you hiding in that bush there. I knew you were going to save me, Jeb. Thank you so
and
much.
Guido
And
is
I'm gonna
gonna
try
and you're gonna what?
I'm gonna try as much as I can to like just run away using this as a distraction if I can.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. And take the 2 for the distraction.
That is a 3 and a 4 plus 1 is 8, 10.
10. And then you have your armor, right?
Yeah, so that would be 11.
Okay, so you're gonna damage him. How are you gonna do that to get away?
Oh,
Or do you want just like one of the rocks to like bonk him
my
in the
words are
head?
gonna hurt him. My words are gonna hurt him. You see, I told you you shouldn't play take one and try and put one over on me. I'm much too smart. Unlike you, Guido. You're dumb as a rock, and then a rock hits him in the head, and then I run away.
just thunk. Ow! Hey!
And I'm
And
gone.
yeah, you run off into the dark, and Guido's gonna be like trying to get up the side of the river wall, and he just like slides back in, like slides back down because it's muddy, and the frog lords are gonna take off with you. So let's go ahead and um, take a look at Chanterelle and Floressa. So yeah, you're these two smorks are pointing their swords at you, and you have your umbrellas like poofed out.
I will shoot you. I will. You see these spots. Every one of them shoot lightning, and I will cook you. We leave us alone. We take the baby back, and then we go. Then everybody happy.
Yeah, you want to roll me some cap for that, and add one for your lightning because I think you're intimidating with it. Like I imagine, like
I'm
it's
not that intimidating. 7.
7. Chanterelle, are you gonna do anything to help?
Yeah, she's going to run head first again with a dagger, put the parasol down and do the exact things she did before with her head and her dagger at the same guy.
Okay.
Do you think this is unbecoming? And she just like bends down and goes to stab the guy.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. Go ahead and roll trauma.
Be cool. Okay. 12.
Oh wow. Let's see here. Okay, yeah. So do you want to describe how you end this poor soul?
Oh, okay. I mean, she's trying to be as delicate and deadly at the same time, but this is enough. This is enough. She's getting crinkles in her cap and she's done. So yeah, she just like, she grabs out her trusty rose thorn and says, "You've absolutely forced me to do this." And she just runs forward, and then as she goes, she kind of bends her head and kind of like turns around so it kind of scrapes around him.
Oh, oh. Yeah, you do this like twist with your cap, and I really like that expression. This crinkles my cap, and it just it makes a very macabre smile across his belly as his purple like innards drop out, and
Oh no.
like he's gone, like and his friend is like, oh, what?
He's being rather rude. Are you going to be rude too? And she just like takes a little nubbin full of like and pops it on the ground very delicately though, like very ladylike, but
Yeah,
also as intimidating as possible.
he's like, you know what? I'm done. That's nope, nope,
Huh.
nope, nope, nope.
You are a
And
gentleman and a scholar.
he
Thank you.
just drops his sword and he just walks out. He's done.
Oh, there are smart frog lords. I did not know.
These are smorks, not froglers.
Smorks. Either one. I did not know they were smart either.
It's hard to tell when they're in pieces. Shall we? And then she'll pick up her parasol. Yes, and we'll just walk over to the egg and grab it very daintily. And I'm assuming just kind of like then try to leave with it unless someone stops us.
Yeah, no, you've taken care of this. So you all are heading out. Professor Portobello, you are running across this field, and there are a bunch of these smorks running at you with like these burning torches, and behind you is a very angry crocodile. And so you see them coming at you. What are you gonna do? Like, how are you gonna?
Run away! Run away! Go the other way! I'm running right at them saying, go the other way! Run! Maybe I'm trying to convince them. I'm not too fussed if they actually listen, because I imagine they're going to see what I'm running away from in a minute.
I'm gonna say roll cap, and you can add 3 for having the crocodile behind you.
3 for
Okay.
reality.
Yeah, 3 for reality.
Okay. That is 15. Because with +3 is 6. I'm getting a bonus on.
Oh.
They scream scatter, and all of them just like run every which way. And are you gonna try to like scatter off or?
I am probably gonna try and do this might be the responsible guardian may have to return the egg too, so maybe it's more just convenient to here is the egg, please go in peace. But I have a feeling that might not be a good idea, so I would like to tuck and roll and get out of and hide somewhere in the
Alright.
chaos.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a spore roll,
Okay.
and take a +2 for the chaos.
Oh, okay, thank you. That is a 10.
Okay, so you tuck and like you're like rolling off, and Mini Professor Portobello does the same thing.
Yeah,
It's
of
really
course.
adorable in that way.
Yeah,
And
of course, yeah. We're
like
in
this
sync.
crocodile like had just been like about to like close in and just like crunch you, and you roll out of the way just in time for another smork to get right in the way, and it just and like so now it's like, oh, this is now a feeding frenzy, and
Yeah.
it's gonna like start like trying going after the other ones, like whichever ones he can get.
I'm sitting in some tall grass in horror as I watch it like snapping up smokes. I'm like, I'm
It's got
covering
the
mini
taste for
mini
s'mores.
Portobello's eyes.
Yeah, just kind of mini Portobello.
Those schmorks became a
Don't
snack.
see the oh my goodness. Oh, we only got half of that one. Oh, the
So we're
humanity.
covering his eyes, but describing it in vivid detail.
Yeah.
Write this down.
Oh
This
my.
is gonna be in our
Yeah.
report.
For
Take
science.
notes.
This is important scientific details. You're not watching it, but you are going to get an intimate detail of it. Oh my goodness, there goes a leg right there. Oh, it's flown right past us.
Wow, I was trying not to get too gory into this, and of course,
And then
Professor
I
Portobello.
showed up.
Yeah, Nye just delivers. Thank
Yep.
you. So yeah, I'd say, Mika, are you gonna try to like loop back to the village, or
I don't know what Mika's going to do, but Micah is definitely going to try
sorry,
and loop back.
Micah.
It's fine. I was just making a joke. Micah will definitely try and loop back around the village and meet up with everybody else, hoping against all hope that they survived. But if they died, no big deal.
Yeah, so I'd say Micah, Chanterelle, and Floressa like all run into each other. Professor Portobello, like you see this grisly scene,
Yeah.
and um
Bit of blood speckled.
yeah, and then once the crocodile seems satisfied, it just turns around and goes back to like where it was sitting originally, and it like embeds itself into the riverbed, and its arms like go into its body, and
Yeah.
it just returns back to its bark disguise. So if you want to head back to meet the others, you can, or if you want to.
Yes, we shall head back, shan't we, Minnie? Did you get the notes, though? You need to have got them. I know we watched something horrific, but you need to have... Good? Yeah, you got that? Yep, good. Okay. Yeah, I got them. Yeah. I'm a professional, Yeah, I know you are. It's not criticism. No, I just, your tone. I'm sorry, okay? I just saw something gruesome. No, yeah. It's fine. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you all like meet up with each other.
We have the egg. Now we just
Oh.
need to find the crocodile.
So
I-
funny enough,
I think we should just give it to the frog jabs, whatever the frog, whatever those froggy people are. Just give it to them. They can handle it. I'm sure.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
But if the crocodile sees us return her egg, she know we friends. Hmm?
I wouldn't say meeting a crocodile is wise.
I
Now.
would like to paint the picture that Professor Portobello is slightly singed and covered in bluish purple goo
Yeah. It's
from the
Professor,
spray.
you seem to have had an experience.
Yes, it was quite enlightening. I've got many notes to write up.
Oh, notes. It was that bad, huh?
Oh, it suffice to say, I'm definitely going to need a double dew brew, whatever it is that Micah
I
has.
can help you with that. And I toss a
Yes.
special.
This special stuff.
Yeah, it's from my own personal stock. Just take a couple of
Yeah.
sips. Don't.
Yeah,
Are
yeah,
are
it's quite
are they
alright.
is it like an oil, like something essential?
Oh
Yeah,
no,
it's
no.
well, yeah,
It's
that's
just
why they're called essential oils because they're essential.
it is
Sorry, I had
it's
to make that
more.
bad joke.
No, I
I
know
should.
it's all right.
Yeah, yeah.
It's motor oil that I got from
Let's.
Suburbia.
Oh wait a minute!
There's,
I just realized
that
something.
makes sense.
I'm gonna look at Chanterelle and be like, you also seem to have some
Oh,
viscera.
it turns out that some of those fellows are, they're a little rather rude and they can't take direction. Some can, though,
Well,
after you
yes,
show them.
of course, yes. I
Well,
imagine that they, yeah.
Well,
Yes,
yeah,
I
it looks
imagine, yeah.
it
Yes.
looks yeah. Uh, blue and purple are definitely your colors.
Oh,
They complement your yellow outfit very well.
I
she
love the
blushes
idea.
more yellow. Oh,
I
my.
love the idea that the frogs are like, okay, we're not fucking with these mushrooms. I think we got a good deal. Maybe
Yeah.
the peace deal with these nut jobs.
I'd also like to point out, if you do, this is a level 0 session. Like
Yeah,
the game starts
yeah,
at 0. Like this is
yeah.
like
We've
where everything is very
destroyed a
lethal.
smork outpost. Just woof.
We tried to be reasonable.
We did. Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Everyone has different learning styles, you know. Some just they need to experience to learn, like the one that who is now gone, and some see like his friend and learn, and that one has now left.
Exactly.
It's all
We're an
awful.
educational experience.
Life is so fleeting. One day you're
Yeah.
chasing after a small mushroom, the next you're being viciously eviscerated by a crocodile.
So,
Take that note.
would
That was
would
good.
you like
Good
for would you like for us to take the egg, or do you wanna go back?
Hey.
No, please take it. Please, for the love of whatever is above us, please take it. I don't want to meet another crocodile. Ever.
Vaughn, we'll
It
take
is
that.
rather heavy.
Yeah,
You strong, hunky frogmen sure can.
and
I bet you
and
can carry it just by yourself.
he kind of like puffs out his just ready, like picks it up and he's like,
Oh, wow.
and he kind of like struggles with it, and the other one like grabs it, so he's being a good wing frog.
What yeah for whatever reason that's where you were going with that he pops himself up and then struggles slightly like oh boy, this is a lot heavier than I thought. Okay.
Chantrell will pretend not to notice. She's polite.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, and so they're gonna like go off into the night and try to bring the egg back. And so you all head back to your village, and
Professor, speaking of thinking what was above us, where is my glider?
The same place that my feathers are, so I think we are square. It was a hard landing.
Oh no.
And by that I mean I hit something really hard with it.
So it is dented, is what I hear.
It is gone. It's just it's gone. I'll make you a new one. It's fine. We'll find another artifact. It's quite all right.
All right.
Chantrell will pat Floresca.
Disappointed.
Well, I was thinking about putting the parasols on it, so you're lucky I didn't take them. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how weddings usually work, but maybe we'll get a new glider when this union gets completed, and we can, But I do have a question. Like, who's the one that's going to union with the frog people? Like, wasn't that a thing? Wasn't somebody going to get married? I always forget about these things. I don't have.
It sort of seems like Chantarelle is volunteering.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe you can give us a. Is that how that works? We get wedding gifts when you get married. I don't know.
Yes. No, I'm positive of that. I should get a glider.
Yeah.
I feel like you're starting to organize what would be my job to organize my wedding,
Oh,
which will be
yes, of
quite an
course.
affair.
Yes, of course.
It'll
Oh,
take
sorry,
months, perhaps a year.
I'm sorry. I don't.
Which is like centuries for us.
Yeah, it will take forever. It will
Yes.
be an eternal wedding.
Okay. Yeah. And I just kind of stopped talking.
So-
There will be many gifts.
So the Shroom Goons go back to the village, and knowledge of a job well done is announced. But of course, Jeb isn't satisfied until his people come back and tell him the same thing. And at that point, he's very grateful and gracious for what happened, and he's like, "Well, from here on out, you Shrooms are more than welcome to come to the river, and we will allow you to use it as you wish, and we might even work out some trade, let you ride on our boats, whatever."
A boat ride
Do you have-
during
do you have any-
sunset.
I've had
do you have
bad
any,
experiences with boats.
do you have any of these glider things? I hear they were very useful. I feel like the least you could do is give us one of those. Be very nice of you.
We don't.
I
Maybe
have.
consider it a wedding gift. I don't know.
You eat. Jeb, you eat the insects, right?
Yeah, you haven't.
But
What
you
you got? What do you
know,
got?
but you do not eat their wings, correct? Too crunchy.
They can be. I mean, I like a little crunch every now and again.
If you take if you take off the wings, then you can give them to me, and I build a glider.
Oh, I can hook you up, Sha, no problem.
Thank you. I will do all the labor with help from the professor and the mini.
Yes,
I just
yes.
need the raw materials.
Oh yeah, that we could definitely work that out. That's no problem.
Eternal gratitude.
This is where like Micah's like, and I want my bombs. I'm like, well, oh wait, no, they weren't Micah's, they were Chanterelles. That's
No,
it.
but I'm sorry. I would like some bombs, actually. It would be very nice.
I'll
Hey.
work on it.
That's all I had planned out for this session. So
Oh, it was awesome.
I always have fun with this game. I help
Oh
play
my
test it,
God.
and this is just hilarious. I loved every second of it. I hope you all enjoyed it as well.
Oh, it's super
Oh my
fun
gosh.
Absolutely.
and surprisingly gory.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, when I did end up using one of the morning dew, and like I didn't think that it was going to actually be all that important, but when I did roll, I got a 6, so I didn't actually take any
Ooh.
damage.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super
So
important.
the way this game works is, now would be a time like, they could level up like in between like this session and next one, because in Shroom Goons, like no matter what, you always level up like every game session. So if this was an extended campaign, everybody would level up. But since this is a one shot for now,
Yep.
yeah, this is where we end.
Just know on the inside you leveled up. Like
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like I am internalizing that, and it makes me feel good. Thank you.
I mean,
Yeah.
I always level up every time I go to sleep. I get like a little ding.
Yeah. And we never know. We might have Megan back on some other time to do another one shot in Shroom
That
Goons.
would be lovely.
That'd be
Thank you.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we want to say where we can find everybody?
Yeah, if you want to go ahead. Yeah.
My name is Joe or Jay, and you can find me on Twitter at Carrying Lizard. You can also find me eventually every other week on our podcast, $2 Creature Feature, where these fine folks, with the exception of Meghan, are my co-stars. And it honestly, this was the most fun I have had playing a character in a while. I don't like how fast my heart is beating by having to talk that. That was not fun.
Yep.
I can't wait to listen to this in 1.5, which is what I usually listen
Oh
to
God.
YouTube in, and just be like, yeah, it gets Joe.
I mean, I repeat the same thing like 3 or 4 times, so you might be able to
It's
understand.
it's whatever.
Yeah. All right. So now you want to go?
Yeah, sure, I'll go. You can find me on Twitter at ersatz expert. That is ERSATZ expert. I also do. I'm also on another stream place, whatever you want to call it, called Garblag. You can find me on there. They do other stuff without me, but it's a nice one. We got lots of stuff that we do. So that's also fun. And also, as Joe said, I'm on the $2 Creature Feature. I'm not an intern in either of those. Shut up.
Don't tell lies, Nye. Otherwise, I would like to
I
think-
know. I mean, I rolled intern twice. It's just
Hey, don't deny it.
Oh.
no.
Oh.
Fuck you.
Oh. Oh my goodness.
All right, Laura.
I'm Laura. I'm Laura. I've been playing Floressa. I usually play Dorbolin on $2 Creature Feature. And you can find me on Twitter at General McMill, which is GENERALMCMILL. Someday I will get that down pat. As I think Joe said, you can also find us on all the social medias at $2 Creature. This was really fun.
I'm glad. Megan?
My turn. Oh boy. Hi, I'm Megan. This is super lots of fun. Thank you so much for inviting me. You can find me on Twitter at Kwainot, KAWAIINOT. Instagram, Murphy Pop Art, and I like to call it Bob Ross plus chill lo-fi study beats drawing
Nice,
thing on
nice.
Twitch at Murphy Pop Art.
Nice.
Sorry, I love it. That's great.
Thank you. I spent a while going, what's my brand? And it was quiet drawing basically. And
Yeah,
this
I
is
love it.
and I've got a couple one shots coming up, and eventually Boston by Night will return.
Ooh.
And just I just posted on
Ooh.
Twitter because I can't plan ahead. What am I supposed to do? Know what I'm going to do tomorrow? That's crazy.
Right, yeah.
Oh yeah, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. What are we going to do? Anyway,
On that note, I should talk now because, oh boy.
Ray has just, oh no.
I
What are you doing
need
for
to go make a
Valentine's Day?
trip real fast. Bye. I have been Mr. Ray, and you can find me on Twitter at MR_RAY_RPG. You can also find me. I've produced a couple games on itch.io or itch.io. I'm never really sure how to pronounce that, and from what I understand, nobody else does either.
HIO, I think, is what people go by. I have only heard that though from other people in Britain. So maybe we're just weirdos.
I mean,
you definitely are just weirdos, but
yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. No, naturally.
yeah. Speaking
There's
of,
a guy who had a game, itch.io.
There we go.
Perfect.
I'm also
Okay.
on a podcast stream, a D&D 5e
Oh yeah.
stream called The Tourney with Nye and Laura and sometimes Joe. And yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Mhm.
I play pretty much a different character every time.
Yes.
Because I can't. I'm a fickle person. I'm sorry.
No, it's very fun.
but
Yes,
yeah,
I forgot to mention that we're on that, so it's yeah.
Yeah. So we do normally push out an audio only podcast for $2 Creature Feature. Right now we're having some issues with technical issues with editing. But hopefully that's going to get resolved soon. And What else? Oh, yeah. If you liked what you heard today, definitely go pick up Shroom Goons. It's pay what you want, and it's a ton of fun. And yeah, I have a lot of love for the system. So, without anything else, thank you for watching.
Yes.
Bye.
You.
Bye bye.